What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing this beautiful afternoon? Dark to Light 96, Ayo, Nimerez, Lecker, JD, Jens, Otto, Satoshi, Buenos Dias, Alex, Bitcoin Braid, nice. Grey Wonder, Sherm, Andrew, Matt Flint, thank you, bro. Thank you for the $5. Greg Chavez, Shane Keating, how's everybody doing? Jen, yeah, Matt. Hopefully, hopefully you're able to stay safe. Are you back home or you're at work? Hurricane Henry. They need to send Hurricane Henry over to the West Coast, put out some of these fires. I bet some of the people might be okay with that. All Stars, what's up? What's up? So, what we're gonna talk about today is a couple of things, I guess. Little recap of how the live trade room went this morning. And then we'll also talk about the boot camp that's coming up. And we'll go over how we got some of these entries today and how we played them, right? Today was I'm not gonna lie, today was a nice easy day. We had some nice setups. And if you are out there and you're kind of struggling with finding these good setups, well, you've come to the right place. So right now we're taking a look at ETH, and you can see we had some nice structure put in overnight, and we just, you see here's the structure, and we just waited for it to break structure and then got on board. That's all it was. It had a nice pullback, so it broke structure here, pulled back, retested the structure, held the structure, and then just went. We see here it comes back down, retest the structure again, and now it's pulling back. Like I said today, we had a little bit of structure at the top, couldn't break any tops, and then came back down as well. Like I said today, we had oh, you quit your job to go on the storm. We had what's it called? Yeah, man, stay safe though. It's crazy. We had put out, or I'd put out that ETH was kind of struggling, at least compared to some of the other cryptos. And so we were, being a little bit more cautious with ETH just because of how it was struggling. And if we compare it to Bitcoin, you can see the difference, right? We had some nice structure here on Bitcoin. We got long at the 47,200 level, and Bitcoin really never looked back, right? And one thing that you guys need to consider, we're putting in some decent structure here now. One thing you guys need to consider is don't be a hero and try to short this thing down, right? There's a lot of people out there that are trying to call the top, so to speak. But when we're looking at it through the market structure lens, using our TPO, we see these single prints here, and this lets us know that we should not be shorting, right? Not until we close some of these single prints. We can see we're kind of coming into the close, and so all of the position that everyone had built down here, all the big money, smart money got in right here. Retail's shorting this thing all night. It comes up to here. Retail gets short again. It pops up again. Retail shorts right here. It doesn't close singles, but for some reason, everyone's like, oh, we're going down. I need to sell. I need to sell. I need to sell. It rips up one more time, and then the profit taking starts, right? And this is just a classic, trap that they put people in. You know what I mean? Like this is what happens when smart money plays against dumb money, and you get a lot of retail traders that just try to, and by retail traders I mean just regular people like you and I, but just that aren't educated, or they're maybe using some moving averages or some basically just indicators that don't work and not paying attention to structure, not understanding how value works, and understanding that when the market breaks out of structure, out of balance, and it goes into this excess and then imbalance, it searches for value, right? And right now it's trying to find a little bit of structure, a little bit of balance, value. You're getting this auction coming up here, and you can see by the volume here that they're putting in some good value in this range here, right? And whether the next move is, you know, to the upside or to the downside, it's just a wait and see. We have good excess on the bottom side. On the top side also has good excess, just a little bit higher up. And so, you know, it's just a waiting game. We had some other nice movers today. ADA bounced up, pulled back, and this is you know, this is ADA being on its all-time high. It hit our first take profit that we were looking for today, then pulled back to our entry. Also had a nice move on Litecoin. Right, Litecoin left some singles in the wake, and you know, just took off, finding some nice structure now. Has some good excess here, but in a poor high, right? This lets you know that buying kind of shut off up here. If you're seeing this value, this structure get put in here, we have this poor high. If it can't find some buyers to repair this poor high, well, it's going to have to search down here to find some buyers to bid up to repair that poor high. So, you know, look for that. James George, what's up, man? Oh, damn, you got COVID, huh? Well, damn, I hope you're okay, bro. Yeah, take it easy. Dave, what's up? Yeah, definitely rest up, man. That's no joke. And for those of our newer viewers, so this is what we're going to start seeing every morning. So you can see August 20th, 5:52 a.m. This trade plan came out. So I'm giving like a little narrative, and then I'm giving, you know, some entries on either side depending upon what the market gives us. That way everyone has a little, you know, something to go off of as we're going through the trading day, and they're not having to you know, just try to remember all these things. Feel like a champ. Good stuff, man. Good. Yeah, hopefully it's a nice strong recovery, and just, you know, plenty of water, plenty of fluids, get you back out there. Yeah, we could do some TA on the old ETH train. So as we see on ETH, it's still lagging a little bit behind, right? And this is what we talked about this morning, where we were getting a little bit of you know, like weakness. I mean, I hate to call ETH weak because, you know, ETH has been pretty strong lately, and ETH has kind of been leading us around, and ETH actually did kind of lead this charge up. But we've been seeing some of the moves compared to if we go back in this before we hit like this, you know, kind of balance zone on ETH. ETH had these huge moves, and it was really leading the charge, and kind of went into this balance zone where it really just traded sideways, kind of up and down to the top of the range. We had this look below, tried to pop up, take the top range, couldn't, came back down, found some more buyers, ran them all the way to the upside. But then, you know, it's running into, and we see the trouble here that it's running into right up here at the top, right? So we see, if we go back, this is a structure high, 1, 2, 3. It can't break above. It tried to get up there that time, and this is when the news came out. This was a news event, so it was on its way. It was nice ripping up. That news came out with the Fed minutes, and then, you know, boom, took a shit. We caught the short live. Bruh, yep, 20x the account. Yeah, started with $1,000, and, you know, just by consistent gains of, well, you know, and I'll say I have been lucky because we've been getting some big moves this month on crypto. We've been seeing some big swings. You know, if this was last month, if you guys remember, back in July, well, here's July. You see how tight some of these ranges are? You see, you know, it would have been a lot more difficult, but you know, it's lucky that we've got some of these, you know, kind of huge ranges, especially with ETH. You know, if you have a smaller account, ETH's the way to go. And that's another thing too that I've talked about is, if you are trading on a smaller account, you know, like $1,000, $5,000, I wouldn't even waste my time on Bitcoin, to be honest with you guys. Wouldn't even waste my time. Wouldn't even waste my time. Just trade ETH. Or trade some of the smaller coins. Trade some ADA. Trade some LTC. Trade some Link. I caught a nice Link yesterday on the pump because I missed the ETH and the Bitcoin charge. You know, so you're just going to get more bang for your buck there. It's going to be worth it. Yeah, so for ETH right now, we're seeing it's kind of, you know, getting rejected up in this area, and it needs to find some buyers in order to continue this move to the upside. And so we're seeing here, it looks back down into structure. Where's my pen at? You see that it pops up, puts in a little bit of structure. It has this really weird bar. This happened on Bitcoin as well. But it was an interesting bar watching this thing form. I was just kind of watching it, thinking to myself, like, you know, I'm kind of glad I got out of that ETH position because that would have just been just painful to watch. But it comes back down into previous structure, right? Finds the buyers that it needs, and now it's popping back up. So now we'll look for some rotations. It's rotating right on the value area high. And so the next thing to look for is to watch for these rotations and see, is it going to break back up into this upper structure and test this upper excess, or are we going to break down? And let's click the refresh button here so we can get the VWAP back to where it should be. Or are we going to break down and come back down towards the VWAP and the point of control? So we're going to have some support here at these lows here, especially with the VWAP and the point of control below. But if we break back down into the low of structure, you can see that the ETH grind was just kind of a grind up. This is yesterday afternoon. It was just kind of a grind up. So this is, you know, kind of something that I look for. We do have single prints here, but I do like a nice short from about this 31.7 level to kind of grab all these stops, and then as it starts going into these singles, if it doesn't close all the way in the singles, well, then I know I need to get out of there. But it might close all these singles and then head back down to that 3100. That's where it's been, you know, kind of trying to find a home recently. It's been on and off of that. And then you can see our levels up. You know, I would wait until it gets above this actually, you know, pretty probably here, this 3090 level would be a nice spot to try it, to get up here to this 3307. That way you're still, even if it doesn't break this 3307, you're still looking at possibility to take some good amount of profits up there. But then if it breaks, these are going to be our levels up, and these are going to come from, you know, our previous highs, right? That's what we're going to look for on ETH. Munners, what's up, man? Yeah, make sure to go ahead and smack that like button for us so we can get the information up. Those of you guys that have not had a chance to take the boot camp or are interested in taking the boot camp, we start another boot camp live on the 30th of August. And, you know, I recommend everyone jump in there. It's going to be, you know, some of the best information, in my opinion, that you're going to be able to receive on the market. And it's going to be live. right? That's one thing a lot of these classes don't really have, is they're not live. And so it's tough sometimes when you have a question, especially when you're watching something, you know, you want to ask a question right on the spot because it's fresh, and then you just don't get an opportunity to. Old Ahab, what's up, man? When was it? Oh, it's August 30th. So it's next week, I guess 2 weeks kind of. Not this upcoming Monday, but the following Monday. And it will start at 12 o'clock Pacific time, and it'll be about 2 hours. But a lot of times in the past when we've taught the class, we've gone over that 2 hours because I try to make it so everybody has the opportunity to ask all of the questions that they want to ask. And then if you are looking for the information or how to sign up, just go to thetradevets.com. I'll put the URL in the chat. Oops, I spelled it wrong. Yeah, the boot camp is awesome, honestly. I'm not trying to just like, I just have a good time teaching it, to be honest. So here's the website. You just type in thetradevets.com. You'll go to the website. You can click on TPO Bootcamp, and you'll see the sign up here. There's only 28 seats left. So we try to keep it to around 50, but we, you know, if we go over, we can go over. Pretty much went over in every single class. I don't know when the next TPO bootcamp is going to be. We were teaching one for every week in July, which was actually the perfect week to teach because we weren't getting any volatility in the market anyway, so we weren't really missing much, which was nice. But this might be the last one for a little while. We'll just have to kind of wait and see. If you're interested in hopping into the live trade room or kind of seeing what it's about, there's opportunities to access the live trade room right here. And then if you're interested in just hearing about some of the testimonials, we've added them to the website. So if you guys didn't know, if you had your testimonials on the website, we've taken some of your guys' testimonials and we've put them on the website. Jen's, we used yours on there, it looks like. Yeah, so you know, that way you guys can these are live trade rooms, and then we have testimonials for the TPO bootcamp as well. And then also, if you're interested in getting some more information, just jump in the Discord, scroll down below, and you'll find the Discord link. Open up that Discord link, jump in there, introduce yourself if you're new. We're always interested in meeting our new people and finding out how we can help you guys in any way possible. Got a community of friendly people. We consider ourselves risk managers. We don't really consider ourselves traders. That's how we get paid, is by being patient and managing risk. And you know, we keep it clean. There's a lot of back and forth and a lot of discords where a lot of people, you know, kind of get after each other, but that's not our style here. Where our style is to, you know, help each other out. Big community. 26 out of 26 on the watch light. Hell yeah, nice. Yeah, you guys are definitely more than welcome to jump in there, get that refresher. On Bitcoin, let's take a peek at this. You know, it is just kind of putting in value. The market's getting pretty slow right now. We did see the same bar that I was talking about, right? This was an interesting bar. We got up and then they pushed us way down, came back up. This bar opened, put in a high tail, came back down, didn't close any singles down here, popped up, and now we're trying to put in some value, some structure, right? We can kind of see where the volume is at. You know, really thin volume up here to the top, but we're you know, you gotta be patient on something like this. You gotta be, you know, kind of waiting to strike. Remember that it is the weekend, so there's not going to be as much volume over the weekend. He said, I can't believe CryptoFace posts a video saying it's a bear pattern, be aware, and then goes into back-to-back longs days after. Yeah, well, he also posted at 40K that he was putting in a very big long position, and then like the next couple of days later he said that he sold in May and went away, but he was on that first take show saying that he was going to go long. So he's just full of shit, bro. But that's not something we concern ourselves with. We just concern ourselves with trading the market structure, right? That's all it is. We just trade the market structure, get where we need to get to, and make our daily gains. I don't post the 1K to 20K to try to brag. It's to just show you that it is possible, right? You don't need to have $1 million in your account to make some money. That's the whole point. You just got to be patient, trade market structure, and just get ready for the train. Believe. That's the biggest part, I think, is that your brain is so used to using these indicators, and you think like, well, they have to work because this guy is making millions of dollars off of it. But you've got to think about what size is your account and what actually works. I think that the learning curve for the TPO, the biggest difficulty besides just kind of understanding and believing, is that it's so simple it can't be right. That's what I think a lot of people have issues with, is that they're like, yeah, there's no way it could be that simple and still work. There's just no possible way. But it really is that simple, guys. It really is. So Bitcoin looks like a kind of you're gonna have to wait for it to get around some of these levels, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna mess with it. ADA looks like it's kind of coming down. You kind of see this values like on the downshift. All right, so if it breaks this low, ADA breaks down here, down this let's see, 24.69 level, and it starts to come back down into this value down here, this 24.19 level, it could find some good value down here. I mean, you see that it's been on a tear, but you see where the real value is at. Down here, you see all the lines that we've had. We've been trading 88 quite a bit lately, but it has some good value down here in like the 225 level. I remember just a couple weeks ago we were trading, and we were talking about when ADA breaks $2, it's time to jump on board if you haven't got on board. Kumar, what's up, man? Daniel, yes, we do. If you go to thetradevets.com and go to here, let me pull the website back up for you. So here's the website. And so what you'll do is you'll go to the website. I guess I'll just leave it up. Type or click on the TPO bootcamp or TPO bootcamp, scroll down and click here. It'll bring you to this and you'll be able to purchase it. It tells you the time and dates. You'll get an email. The email will give you access to a special TPO bootcamp Discord as well, where we've got another group of friendly people that are all in the mindset of making an income by trading, and just check it out. Currently we do not accept crypto payments, so if you're looking for that, right now we don't really have it available, so sorry. I get a lot of messages about that, but we just don't really have it right now. Another one that we like to trade is LTC, and like I'm telling you guys, if you guys have a smaller account, go after some of these smaller coins, right? You don't need them to move as much to make the gains. You're just looking for percentage of gains compared to your leverage. So if you're if you're trading Bitcoin, you need it to move this X amount to get a 1% move. Whereas if you trade Litecoin, it only needs to move $2 to make a 1% move. Well, what do you think's gonna kind of help you out a little bit more? Let's make Litecoin looks like it wants to come up, and you can kind of see where we were getting after it, but Litecoin looks like it wants to come up and try to repair that poor high. So let's watch this and see if it can get the juice to come up, repair that poor high, and if not, it's going to have to come down here and try to find some buyers in these single prints down here, right? And on that VWAP, see if they can do it. Look at some of the alts. Where's Link? Link has been trading pretty nice lately. It looks like it's setting up itself on top of structure, so pay attention to see if this thing can hold on this top of structure here, and then look to attack once it gets above into the excess. So this is going to be our purple line up here. Our purple line is our go line. I know a lot of people use green for support resistance, so it gets a little bit confusing. I'm using purple to let us know like game time. All right, purple's the color of royalty if anyone didn't know. And so yeah, we're looking for that. If it breaks down here, it'll probably just come back into structure and start bouncing around. You're gonna want to watch this low structure down here and kind of see where it goes. We had some good breakouts. Sol broke out pretty nice today. So some of these smaller altcoins are kind of leading the charge today. Whereas like I said, ETH is doing a bit of lagging behind. And you see, Sol's kind of still grinding to the upside. Let it put in some value before you really start to get after it. One that we've traded recently as well. Oops, SUSHI. Sushi Coin, one of our members had told me about it, and it's been putting in some actually pretty good structure, and it's been pretty easy to trade lately. You've just been basically waiting for it to break the top of structure, and once it breaks, it really goes. So it's putting in some nice structure here. As you can see, we've got our lows here and our kind of high points up here. And so for me, what I'm doing is I'm taking an alarm, hitting your alarm, just click create, right? It creates it, you grab it, drag it so it gets a little bit early. So I want to get an alarm right here, and I'm going to watch it once that starts. Take another alarm, create it, drag it up, save it, and just get these pinged to your phone, right? So your phone will ping. If you're on your computer and this chart is open, you'll get this super annoying noise in your ears that you'll know exactly what it is. You can see some of our alerts that went off this morning that we were waiting for to get into some of these positions. But that is pretty much it for this afternoon, guys. If you're interested in finding out how to find these good entries and finding out how to stay patient and make consistent gains and possibly turn this into a living, definitely jump in our Discord and introduce yourself. Don't be afraid to live in the shadows, and everyone is pretty friendly. Anytime anyone comes in that tries to troll, they typically bounce really quick because they try to troll just some of our members, and then I kind of get on their neck about it. And then, they kind of see the owner of the Discord interacting with them, and it's kind of I guess more of an intimidating thing because most of the time they're used to going into Discords and just trolling some of the members, and I'm not a huge fan of that, right? We treat this Discord as a family, as a community, and so I'm not into that at all. So if any of that's happening too, and I'm not seeing it, just let me know, and I'll do some next stepping. If you guys don't have anything else that you want to look at before I jump off, I've got about 10 minutes. I got to go pick up my kids from school. But I got about 10 more minutes before I'm going to sign off. If you guys want to look at anything else, just let me know. You can do some quick analysis. And yeah, XRP. Look at XRP. I know we got some XRP fam in the community. So XRP looks just like ETH, right? Looks just like ETH. Trying to find a little bit of structure. Let's do some zooming out, see where the value is getting put in. It's having a tough time to get up here. Can we move to Slack like CF? I have a Slack channel. It's not for crypto. Too many scams on Discord? Oh, I don't. I mean, I don't really get very many messages about scams. I mean, you get those messages, you just block those people. Hell yeah, Josh. Thank you. Question: how are you so calm when the price of BTC pump or dump? Do you manage emotions? I have no physical attachment to it. That's the biggest thing is you've got to completely detach yourself from every trade, no matter what you feel. You know, that can be a huge issue. It's like uh you feel that Bitcoin should be more, right? You feel that it should be more, but it's, you know, it's going down or it's going up, and so you kind of get emotional about it. And you've got to kind of just disconnect yourself from that, Kumar. You just got to think like, okay, I'm just going to make this trade, and that's all that matters right now is that this one trade right here. And then as soon as that trade's over, you've got to disconnect yourself from that trade as well, right? No matter if that trade was a winner or a loser, you've got to disconnect yourself and make the next trade, right? Those of you guys have read the book One Good Trade. You know, that's what I'm kind of thinking about every time I make a trade is I'm just trying to make this one good trade, and that's it. And then I move on to the next trade and try to make another good trade. I'm just trying to make these one good trades and go on and on and on and on. And that's how you turn this into like consistent income. An algo, Aaron? What do you mean? Like you want to do like make an algo? Roller coaster of hodlers? Yeah, and you know I have a bunch of crypto as well. It's just I don't pay attention to that kind of stuff. Right? I just have it and I'm gonna keep it forever. That's what investing is. Um, you know, you buy something and you 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 gotta just not look at it, right? That's the best way to do it. Is just don't look at it. If you're gonna trade something, just trade it, and you know don't focus on what it's at and what's going on in yours. Scotchy, thank you for the sub, man. Thank you. Yeah, Kumar, of course, anytime, bro, anytime. If you're getting emotional, you shouldn't be trading. Yeah, and if I mean it's normal to get emotional, and uh you should just learn how to control those emotions and understand those emotions, right? Because the emotions are going to come no matter what, and that's something that we talk about in the boot camp is that um the emotions are going to happen every trade, and so you just have to learn how to use them to your advantage. Yeah, we can look at audio. Ooh, it's getting nice and tight. Nice and tight. So what's the deal with this one, audio? Haven't read up about this. Let's look at some news here. Music streaming platform audio surges 143%. Oh, okay. This is the TikTok one. Okay, I remember this one from last week. Yeah. So it looks like it's coming back down, came back down, found some buyers right up above where it had put in some value, and now it's just getting nice and tight. Yeah, this one you're gonna have to wait and see where the value shifts, right? You see how this value is shifting down for the most part. Because look at this value area high up here. It has not broken up into this previous value area high except for this one time, and it got rejected pretty hard. So what I would do is watch it when it gets close to this previous day value area high. I mean, obviously you can capture some movement in here, right? For sure. I'm just giving you, you know, levels, but watch these lower value areas too, because if it comes back down, I don't know why these keep shifting. If it comes back down, it could really start falling, right? Because this is a lot of news related. this kind of gigantic thing to the upside is news related. Oh yeah, James, yeah, that's a big thing. Big thing. Double R, what's up, man? Oh, algo is a ticker. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so you got to be careful with these news related ones. But if it can get going on the upside, it can really move. I'll go look at it on Binance. Those things been nice grinding up. All right, so we got a nice balance zone over here. Another little balance zone down here. So it popped up, found a little bit of support, came back down, found more buyers, back tested, and is on its way back up. Yeah, Luna has been strong today too. I've been watching that one. This looks like it's breaking up right now, actually. Algo does. Is it at all-time highs? Probably. So how do we find our targets to the upside? What we'll do is we'll clone here. We'll take our structure. And we just basically cloned our balance zone, right? And we'll clone it again. Go to the top. So there's our target, 1.712. So on this nice pop, that's what we'll look for. Clone it again, find a farther out target. And we'll target that almost at 120 level, pretty close. Every time the Canada market opens, what time does Canada's market open? Doesn't it open the same time as the US? It did work this last couple of days. Coinbase Pro. Okay. Yeah, and so that's how I find levels to the upside when stuff's on the all-time high. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all the time I've got. Got to go pick up these kids from school. It's Friday, so we're probably gonna do something fun. Maybe get some ice cream tonight. You know, enjoy our day. See what we've got going on. Maybe do like a little family movie night. You know, something. Get that time to value, right? That TTV. 2:30 a.m. UTC, 5:30. Oh, okay, so it opens an hour before the US. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check that out, man. Thanks for the tip. Um, but yeah, you guys have a wonderful weekend. I'll be around this weekend. I'm gonna be doing some streams this weekend as well. Just some recap. We'll go over some stuff. I've got to do some online stuff anyways, so you know, why not bring everyone to the party and check it out. We caught some nice options plays from the Sunday night recap, which we'll definitely do again this week. And you know, if you guys want to start getting into futures from the US market futures, you know, definitely jump in the Discord where we're getting into that pretty heavy as well. So you guys have a wonderful weekend. Make sure you are managing risk and sticking to your trade plan, and I will see you guys in the Discord.